Over the years, we have seen some incredible developments to modernize the old tried and true record player, and there are many manufacturers, both now new and old, who are making massive strides in the industry. We have reviewed over 40 models to present you with 6 of the highest rated turntables you must see. Hey guys, I'm Jim with Techie Tech News, and these are the best turntables of 2025. Links to these products will be provided in the description box below, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more product review videos. At Techie Tech News, we evaluate products for you, so you don't have to. Technics SL-1500C, best long-term turntable. Say hello to this budget-friendly Technics SL. This SL-1500C will only set you back about $1,000. And for reference, look to the Technics SL-1210G to see how much Technic decks usually go for. It still may not be the most affordable turntable on the market, but it's a firstborn Technics that really remind us of why we and so many DJs fell in love with the brand in the first place. It's user-friendly and as painless as possible. The SL-1500C stands on 4 hefty rubberized feet with a lot of articulation. A switchable phono stage proves useful, along with a switchable auto stop feature. The quality here is beyond belief, and you can really feel it. Sound staging is really impressive, with recordings giving plenty of elbow room for individual instruments to make their presence felt at all times. There is a depth and a height to this Technics stage, as well as width, and the sound is consistently compelling. Now, it's been a bit of a turbulent start for the reimagined Technics brand, but with the SL-1500C, it seems that the company is beginning to find its line in length. It isn't the most out-and-out accomplished turntable that you can buy purely in sonic terms, but really it isn't far off, and it's made more robustly. It's better specified and has a greater cache it than any other price alternative that you can find on the market. And in the future, if you need to find more tech deals, simply visit TechieTechDeals.com. House of Marley Revolution, best turntables for beginners. Look, it would be wrong of us to suggest that this plucky, budget, belt-driven deck can challenge the best. It simply can't. But it's a good starter deck that's easy to use and sounds decent without breaking the bank. The House of Marley Revolution is emphatically that, and with an added shot of sustainable style that makes it highly lovable, not to mention one of the best value Bluetooth turntables that we've tested. The Revolution sets itself apart from your average budget turntable's plastic build. Now, apart from the platter, which is plastic, but it works very well. In fact, there's a reassuring weight to the build overall. The chosen and largely sustainable materials lend a quality feel, which is impressive given the cost. The base is wrapped in recycled fiber, and the distinctive bambooed plinth is a lovely thing to set down to your chosen listening spot. It comes pre-calibrated out of the box, so setting it up is as simple as putting in the felt mat on the platter and attaching the counterweight to the tone arm. You could push the Bluetooth button for wireless pairing or wire it up the more traditional way. It's all outrageously straightforward. Naturally, this plug-and-play approach won't suit the purists, but it makes for a stress-free feeling that's ideal for first-time users. The Revolution isn't the kind of deck that needs to be paired with high-end separates from hi-fi big names. And for the picky listener, there's also much to pick at, but you gotta bear in mind the price. The mids can come in a little muddy, and you could hear some distortion from the trebles on occasion. That said, the sound is more than zealous enough for the casual listener, with refreshing rate to the low end especially. So if you're just getting into turntables, this is an excellent option and a low-cost start for you to get into the hobby, but for an audiophile, this is not the right choice. Fluance RT81, best mid-tier turntable. The Fluance RT81 is an excellent beginner turntable. The reason? It is simple to set up and use for newbies, but as you'd expect, you can also level up the cartridge to squeeze out even more performance out of it later on. So you don't really need to worry about getting a separate phono preamp either. There's already one built in, but you can turn it off if you want to use a more powerful external preamp in the future. We really enjoyed this turntable sound during testing, but we did encounter a few issues. The Fluance Fluance RT81's promised auto-off feature simply turns the platform off to prevent excessive needle wear, which is good, but you still have to return the arm to its resting place manually. You also have to manually cue records, which isn't a deal breaker by any means, but it may be off-putting for anyone looking for a fully automatic player. If that's you, we would suggest the Denon DP300F, which is a great choice for fully automated vinyl experience. But let's not get it twisted, the Fluance still remains a viable shout here. We would say across the board it is a very neutral sound, and while this turntable won't win any high-end awards, it is still a very versatile platform. So whether you're new or on a budget, if you want a turntable that just works, looks good, and can be upgraded later, the Fluance RT81 is the right turntable for you. Cambridge Audio Alva TTV2, best high-end turntable. If you are looking for a top-performing turntable, the Cambridge Audio Alva TTV2 is really tough to beat. You get a built-in phono stage, so it can be connected directly to an amp or active speaker, but it's switchable, so you can use your own high-end solution if you have one. It also includes Bluetooth for sending sound directly to headphones or a wired speaker, and with an aptX HD Bluetooth system, you get even more detail. The device's tone arm features anti-skate and is also counterweight adjusted, and a detachable head shell for ease of cartridge replacement. And yes, it's pre-fitted with a cartridge, of course. A high output Cambridge Audio moving coil option. Inevitably, we found that the sound is best through some great wired components than even the best Bluetooth headphones that you can buy. However, you still get that rich vinyl sound wirelessly, and with greater clarity and precision than any of those cheaper Bluetooth turntables. The Alva TTV2 is a smooth and insightful listen, a little short on the dynamic headroom, but very long indeed on detail retrieval, tonal balance, and generously engaging sound. It might be the best listen in our list of all the high-end performing audio turntables, but it most certainly isn't the prettiest or the most elegant model. This turntable's aesthetics could be best described as functional, as it's designed to look like a turntable, albeit a nicely constructed one. A hefty chassis is topped by a tactile aluminum plinth, but the build quality is absolutely classy. The Alva TTV2 isn't the most forthright or dynamically agile deck for any of those who like oodles of attack, but it is way more convenient than the norm, and it's also a turntable that is able to hold its head high in pure performance terms too. If you want a deck packed with clever and useful tech that delivers an easy listen to most music lovers, then this unit is great value for the money. Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT, best budget turntable. The Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT is our top budget choice. It replaces the old model, the Audio-Technica AT-LP60XBT that came before it, and is a little pricier, making it the top end of budget. But in our books, it is still the best affordable choice, especially for beginner vinyl enthusiasts who want to get up and running with little fuss. Setting it up is easier than ever. This is a plug-and-play device and has been pre-calibrated, meaning you get easy playback. You can then either listen to your music wired or wirelessly, and there is seamless Bluetooth connectivity if that is what you wish to choose. Although some cheaper players have underpowered motors, the AT-LP70XBT is belt driven with a motor that is not only strong but quiet too. Now, don't expect impeccable premium sound that you would get from a pricier option, but what you do get is audio performance that outperforms many of the other budget options. It scores higher than all the budget systems and is practically at the near sound of a mid-tier system, and it really does impress all of us with stability and that depth, along with a very clear vocal. Now, the pre-installed AT-VMN95C stylus is responsible for the smooth playback, but you're also able to switch out the stylus for another Audio-Technica needle, which is handy and mostly unheard of with a budget turntable. The design of the AT-LP70XBT is sleeker and more minimal than its predecessor, the AT-LP60XBT, with some feature control buttons buttons and switches hidden away. However, it does have both a fixed cartridge system and a fixed weight tone arm, which is definitely expected at this price. It's also lightweight with a plastic chassis, which is definitely handy when moving it around the house, but you do need to be careful with it. If you want an affordable and simple setup, the Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT is a fantastic value choice that outperforms many of the other budget options. It flourishes and improves over the previous AT as well, and makes it a solid and enjoyable device, particularly for any first-time buyers. Pro-Ject debut Carbon Evo, best overall turntable. If you want to enjoy the rich sound of vinyl without compromising on even a speck of glorious audio information, the Pro-Ject debut Carbon Evo is one of the best turntables for this, and it makes it one of the best decks on the planet right now. Also, the carbon fiber tone arm is pre-mounted with a very capable Ortofon or sometimes a Sumika cartridge, a new motor design, some damped and adjustable feet, and automatic speed change contribute no end to the debut Evo's improved performance and improved ergonomics over the previous Pro-Ject model. Simply put, it sounds fantastic. It doesn't matter what sort of music you like to listen to. The debut Carbon Evo laps it all up and spits it all out in a beautiful sound. Its steel platter is now even heavier thanks to a thermoplastic ring that sits on the inside edge, and it also reduces operational noise. There's now a suggestion of convenience in the shape of a speed change switch at the bottom of the plinth. Previously, you had to take off the platter and move the drive belt to change the speeds, but now 33.3 RPM can become 45 RPM or vice versa at a press of a button. You can change the belt yourself in order to play the records at 78 RPM. Both belts are included in the package. The one-piece tone arm is made of carbon fiber, and as we've said, it comes fitted with a very capable Ortofon 2M red cartridge, except in America where it features a Sumika Rainier cartridge instead. Comes with a choice of 9 finishes, including 5 very new attractive satin options. And there's sure to be a debut Carbon Evo to fit with your interior decor choices. Now, the debut Carbon Evo is the most refined, upgraded, and enjoyable Pro-Ject model that we've ever tested, which is why it is our top pick for the best turntable that you can buy. But we gotta admit, it's also the most expensive. However, if this is your hobby and you love listening to vinyls, then don't let the price put you off if you can afford it. When we say it's the best, we mean it is the absolute best. Well folks, we hope you've enjoyed this well-reviewed list of turntables, with one being right for you. Still, if you're unsure as to which model that you should choose from, simply comment down below and I will personally assist you. And remember that Amazon has an excellent return policy to help you minimize the risk. And please let us know which turntable you would choose. Links to all these items will be posted in the video description box below. And guys, when you're done, check out the next video.